Hi everyone, my name is Brandi DeFields, and today we're going to go over searching PubMed, which is a medical database that's going to be useful to you when conducting your systematic reviews. PubMed is published by the National Library of Medicine, and it contains medical, biomedical, and life sciences abstracts. Before we get started, please make sure that you're logged in with your PhilAU email, username, and password so that when we look at the library's holdings, you'll be able to see the full text. When accessing PubMed, I like to start on the Occupational Therapy LibGuide, and you can locate it at libguides.philau.edu/ot. And it's a really great page with a bunch of different evidence-based resources, and there's databases, there's journals, and there's books, and you can take a look at this page at your leisure. There's OT Search, OT Seeker, and if there's a resource that you're not able to find or the library doesn't own, or if you just have any questions about the library resources, we have an OT library liaison, and you can contact him at the Ask Me a Question link, and he'll be able to assist you. So we're going to start our search in PubMed. So we're going to click on the link on the left side of our screen. And this is the PubMed homepage. You can search PubMed two different ways. You can use the basic search function, which is that search bar at the top of your screen, and you can do a plain language search the way you would search in Google. You'd use natural language, or you can use the advanced search function, which allows you to use the Boolean terms and also your mesh terms. And in PubMed, there's also a mesh database, which we're going to go over shortly, but right now we're going to start with the basic search. So at this point, you've gone over PICO and you've created a search statement. And for this exercise, we're going to use how does obesity affect occupational performance? And it's a plain language search. So we're going to click on the search button, and then we get 5 results. And if you'll notice on the left side of your screen, there is a bunch of filters, also known as limiters, and you can use these to sort your search and narrow it down to the results that you would like to find. So there's also additional filters. You can click on that link, and more examples will come up. So you can click show, and you can see you can sort by sex, you can sort by subjects, you can sort by ages. So for the sake of this exercise, we're going to sort by publication years. So we're going to look for the most recent abstracts. So we're going to sort by 5 years. And also, just FYI, you can clear filters if it's too narrow for you and you want to go back to the original search. You can click clear. So we're going to sort by 5 years. So we get these 2 abstracts, and we're going to look at one of the abstracts. So we're going to select the second one. So this is what the abstract looks like. And if you notice towards the bottom of the screen, you'll see keywords. And keywords are words supplied by the author of the article. It's the words that the author thinks are associated with the article. And it's different than mesh terms. Mesh terms are controlled vocabulary, and mesh terms are the terms the actual indexers use. And keywords are not the same terms that the indexers use. So keywords are more plain language terms. You'll also notice in this abstract, if the library owns this particular article, you can access it through the Gutman Library icon. So you would click that icon, and it'll show you exactly where you can locate it. And you can click on one of these links to get access to the full text. And also in this abstract, you'll notice on the right side of the screen, you'll see similar articles. So these are articles that are similar to the main article that we just clicked on for the abstract. Not necessarily similar to the topic that we searched for, but they're similar to this particular abstract. We're going to look back at our search results. So we're going to click the back button, and we're going to clear the filters. And if you'll notice on the right side of your screen, this is the search statement that PubMed is building for you based on the terms that we put in. Right now, we're going to go over how to save your search so you can retrieve it when you need it, and how to save articles to a collection. So you're going to want to make sure that you're signed in so that you're able to access your personal account. And right now, I'm signed in, so I'm going to sign out to show you. So to sign in, you're going to go to sign in to NCBI, and then it's really quick. It's a couple of steps. So you're going to click the register for an NCBI account. And since I have one, I'm going to log in. To save your search, you're going to click on the Create Alert link at the top of your screen. And then where it says, would you like email updates of new search results, you're going to click no, unless that is something you do want. And then you're going to click the Save button. And then to retrieve your results, you're going to click on My NCBI at the top of your screen. And then under the Save Searches box, if you want to rerun your search, you can click on the link. And then here are our results. If you don't want to rerun an entire search, but you did find articles within the search that you just performed that you do like, you can save those individual articles to a collection. So we're going to select 2 articles that we're going to save to a collection. So we're going to click on the Send To button, and then we're going to click on Collections, and then Add to Collections. And then since this is the first time we're creating a collection, we're going to click on Create New Collection. We're going to name it. Then we're going to click Save. And then to retrieve these articles from your collection, you're going to click on My NCBI. And then under the Collections box, you're going to click on the collection that you just saved, that you just named. And then here are our results. Another useful function in PubMed is that you can send the articles that you saved to your collection to yourself through email. So we're going to go to My NCBI. We're going to click on our collection. We're going to click on the Send To button at the top of our screen, and then we're going to click on the Email button. And then I like to send myself the abstracts just so that I get the most information on the article. And then it's going to send the abstracts to the email that you registered with for PubMed. And then you click Email. And then it'll say Email Sent. We're going to take a look at the mesh database in PubMed. So on the left side of our screen is the PubMed icon, and it's going to take us to the home page. So we're going to click on it. And on the left side is a link to the mesh database. Mesh is medical subject headings, and it's the controlled vocabulary that the indexers use to index articles in PubMed. Over the years, terms evolve and they can be updated. So you want to check the mesh database to see if the original term is being used or if a new variation of the term is being used. Our original search statement was, how does obesity affect occupational performance? And we're going to search the mesh database with obesity and occupational performance to see what the mesh terms are for both of those. So we're going to start with obesity. And we're going to click the search button. And then all these terms come up for obesity. So you would select the term that's closest to your search. So we're going to click on obesity. And obesity is the mesh term, the subject heading, and underneath the subject heading are all these subheadings. And subheadings describe certain aspects of the mesh term. So we're going to select a subheading and we're going to choose physiology, and then we're going to restrict it to a major mesh topic, which means we're asking PubMed to search only when obesity and physiology are a major part of the article, not just any instance in the article. So we're going to add it to the search builder and we're going to search PubMed. So you can combine mesh terms in your search. So we're going to go back to the mesh database again. So we're going to go to PubMed, mesh database. I'm going to repeat our steps: obesity, physiology, restrict it to a major mesh topic. We're going to add it to the search builder. And before we combine terms, I just want us to take a look at the mesh tree, and we see where obesity lies in the mesh tree. And as you go down the mesh tree, those are the most narrow terms, and if you go up the mesh tree, it's the most broad terms. So we're seeing that obesity lies in the middle of most of these mesh trees. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're not getting the results you'd like and you want to expand or narrow your search. So we're going to look for our other mesh term, occupational performance, occupational performance. Performance. There we go. And we're not seeing a mesh term for that, so it's not indexed in that way. So we're going to just try performance. See if anything comes up for that. And we're looking at the mesh database, and that's not really, none of these mesh terms are really on the topic we're looking for. So let's try occupation. So we're going to click on occupation, and we're going to restrict it to a major mesh topic, and we're going to combine our mesh terms in our search builder. And then we're going to ask it to search PubMed. So we get much more narrow results this way, and these are our search results. We're going to go over using the advanced search function in PubMed and using Boolean terms with the advanced search. So we're going to click on advanced at the top of our screen, and then you'll see there's a search box and there's also an all fields box. So in the all fields box, there's different fields. You can search by author. If you know the author that writes on the topic you're looking for, you can search by date. You can search by mesh terms too, or you can just search by keywords. So for our exercise, we're going to use obesity, and we're going to search it as a keyword, so we're not going to limit the field. And we're going to combine it with another term. We're going to combine it with performance as a keyword. That's where our inclusion and exclusion criteria comes in. We're going to use and there's also and or not as options. So for our exclusion criteria, we're going to use not and not overweight, which is a broader term on the mesh tree for obesity, and we're not going to include that. And we're not going to include children, and we're not going to include, you could sort by journal too, so we're going to exclude a publication. So we're not going to include the New England Journal of Medicine. So we're going to do our search. So here are our results. So we're going to go back to the advanced search function. You can combine searches in the advanced search function. So we're going to do, as an example, we're going to do obesity. We're going to do we're going to do performance, and we're going to run the search. So we have those search results, and we're going to go back to our advanced search function, and we're going to combine that. So this was the previous search we did, and then if you click add, it'll populate the field. And we're going to do not overweight. Oops. And then we're going to search it. And these are the results you get. The last topic we're going to cover in searching PubMed is truncation. And truncation is used so that you can search for all variations of the root word. It's generally not recommended in PubMed because it removes automatic term mapping and automatic explosion and returns page after page of search results. But it's something to keep in mind when you're searching other databases. So this truncation symbol in PubMed is an asterisk. And again, it allows you to search all terms with the same root, and the symbol must go at the end of the word. So we're going to do an example. We're going to do perform, because we want all variations of the word perform, performance. And we're going to combine it with obesity, and we're going to search. We click the search button, and we get all these results. And just so that you can see, we're just going to do perform, and then you get quite a few more results. And now we're going to try and reverse it. So we want to see all variations of obese, obesity, and we're going to combine it with performance. So we get those results, and then we're going to just take a look at obesity. And then we get even more results. So this concludes this presentation. There's a PowerPoint that goes along with it if you want to do some further reading. And I want to wish everyone good luck with their systematic reviews.